I loved this piece. It was completely surprising to me. I thought it built up in this lovely, ominous way, and the anxiety of the hazing that was to come was just brimming throughout the piece. Um, and it escalated to a truly epic level. The fights were astonishing. My jaw was dropped the entire time. Just the sheer physicality, the choreography that flowed so effortlessly. It was also scary. I felt like they were in danger, which is what we're looking for in film. Uh, yeah, just brilliantly executed so that it allowed the fall from that climactic scene for everyone to take a collective breath and acknowledge what's important and humble themselves in a way. I just thought that it was a really great message throughout and of driving home the idea that everything is your own choice and your own decision in this world, and your decisions have consequences.
So I think that Paperland was really very well done, and there's kind of a lot of different facets that sort of make it good. So I think the cinematography, number one, was really good. Um, with that, I did enjoy the sort of drone shots and the different sort of shot combinations that took place with the conversational shots, the framing of that, again the drone shots, and the aerial, the motion when the way that the camera moves, especially when they have these sort of battle scenes. I think that was really well done. I did enjoy the sort of cold open. Cold openings are great for audiences, especially because you're looking forward to a reward. And I think that was definitely received towards the end. So I think that was a great choice by the director. Um, and I really enjoyed the theme of mentorship and brotherhood that was very evident within the film. And yeah, it came across very well and was very heartwarming, especially between men. You know, having that sort of connection and bond and mentorship is very important, especially in the Black community. Um, I did enjoy again the lighting, the technical aspects. I think the lighting scene specifically when they're having their battles in the evening, I think they're very well lit, especially against black skin. I think, yeah, that was a very great choice by the director and the DOP and everyone involved. It really shone through.
This film had a great intro, very dramatic. It seems to be about a fraternity initiation story, but there's so much more to it. It's a psychological drama about decision making and being personally secure. I love the line that the professor gives the student about self validation and how you need to evolve from others' validation to be personally successful. The skilled combat scenes were excellent, and there's a lot of tension built throughout.
The thing that I love more is the stunt coordination. Absolutely unbelievable fights. The same only this is true Hollywood Avengers level. You know, the stunts were phenomenal. The coordination between the actors and the performances were great, and the final outcome of the film is very high. This is a high quality. This is a high production value quality. So absolutely love the film, and also love the message that the film is trying to send. The message that I understood is that uh, no matter how difficult things are, no matter how painful they're gonna be, you just gotta keep going because it's not today, not tomorrow, but sooner or later you're gonna make it there.
I like the concept. I like the idea. I like the highlight of highlighting HBCUs and more stories about HBCUs. Because every time I be seeing HBCU in media and stuff, I'd be like, dang, I wish I would have gone to HBCU. Um, this is a cool area to make a story around and a cool story to tell in that area that they chose. The one that like had a good message too about like not having to prove yourself, not having to like you are enough, like the guy said in it, at the end. Like I really rocked with that because I feel like, and this is a really good way to share that message and a really good like area to explore that concept. the idea of like a black fraternity in an HBCU going through while they're pledging. Also, I really like the title. Paper line. I always like when titles mean something in the beginning. When you first see it, they mean one thing, and then they mean a different thing, like a double entendre at the end, like paper line, like how it means like paper line, like line, like pledges, like line. But then at the end, the last shot when they signs the paper and then it cuts the paper line, I'm like, I get it. It's a double entendre, which I love when titles do that.
I absolutely love and at the same time feel absolutely called out by Paperline because it exploits my one weakness in life, and that is trust issues. But I will say, just the premise of going through this battle gauntlet or sign a piece of paper, something about the simplicity of that was so hilarious that you just have this piece of paper just in the corner that like there was always an out. And I do love that just literally halfway through the fight, someone just goes, "Nope, I'm signing it." And I mean, I know that was the cue there, but it's one of those things where it's like, it did feel too good to be true, and the fact that it turned out to be true, and the fact that that one guy who decided to sign got rewarded, that was interesting. I mean, I liked it, but yeah, this film was very interesting.
It was a really strong film. Great direction, great writing. There's some strong performances throughout. Fantastic choreography. Just an interesting story told in an interesting way. Learned a little bit about the vernacular in that world. It felt mostly grounded and authentic, but maybe with just a smattering of hyper realism there.
I've always questioned the hazing thing and why anyone would do it. This film actually explained it through the professor and through others learning for themselves. It's and it really does give an inside look at how fraternities work, what the story is behind them, and why young men would do the ridiculous things they do to join one. Um, which means this film should probably be shown more because there's a lot of people like me who don't actually understand the fraternity culture.
Very interesting, like martial arts piece, and showing these like and very interesting fights as well. That was as an interesting story as well. Yeah, I think the fighting was really well choreographed and realistic, and yeah, they all did a very good job. And yeah, I think it was a very well done piece.